Before you watch this video, if you are in the New York City area and like Pokken Tournament with soon to come Street Fighter V and Guilty Gear, then check out Nebulous Gaming New York City every Thursday for cash prizes. Links to the Nebulous Facebook page, Ichigo Twitch, and Hitbox will be provided below for more details. Tournaments for anime games like One Piece Burning Blood and Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm will happen depending on the level of support. Ichigo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? The king of lighting is here today, bringing you guys and gals Bleach! Tate Kubo's finest work. Chapter 677, Horn of Salvation 2. Now, we left off with Ichigo using a fucking Grand Race Arrow about goddamn time. It is a new move, because from what we saw, he was putting in the Grand Race Arrow into the Getsuga Tencho. And it actually looks kind of cool, because like the front, where Yuha's being attacked, is kind of thick, but the end connects, and it's very, very thin. So I kind of like the way it's shaped, like a disc of some kind. And in the corner it says, Ichigo surprise attack cleaves through his foe. But of course, we all know that Mr. Bleh is not done. Yeah. You combine the Getsuga Tencho with the Grand Race Arrow for you a mutt. For you a mutt born from a combination of all different things, it is a power that suits you well. Mr. Bleh, not phased at all. So let's see how Bleach turns out this week. Really? Do people still have a hard-on for Ulquiorra? Come on, why? Alright. Whatever, man. Fuck it. He's dead. And it looks like the white is being snuffed out by the darkness. The Getsuga Tencho Grand Race Arrow combination is cracking under the sheer might of Mr. Blech. To be expected, the man is the supposed god of the verse. However, as I so clearly stated, you're simply out of your league, Ichigo. Wait, did he force it back? Oh, no. That's Ichigo jumping off, I guess, like a pillar after he did the Getsuga Tencho Grand Race Arrow combo. So, I thought that for a second, he threw it back at Ichigo. I can read you like an open book, Ichigo. Wait, hold on. Is he using his powers yet? I don't think he is. Hold on. He's underestimating me, which means he won't be using his true abilities, which also means he doesn't know the extent of my fused hollow strength. I've got to act now. I need to seize this. Okay, so he is using his powers. He must be, I think. Yeah, because he's reading Ichigo's mind? Either he's reading his mind, or he's making these deductions based on Ichigo's appearance, his mannerisms, and that kind of stuff. If he is reading his mind, then, well, then we got ourselves a lot of problems there. Your logic was beyond sound, but now and then, boom! Eyes on the outside. I hate the way he fucking looks. Honestly, wait, no, deviate. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't like the way Juha looks in this multi-eye type of thing. That window has just been slammed shut. Come on, man. Look at him. No, he does not look appealing at all. Like, I just find something a little bit grotesque about all these eyes strewed across his darkness. I mean, kind of the same thing like in Bloodborne, where in Bloodborne, like, if you've seen some of these Bloodborne creatures, they look fucking disgusting. They really do. Their insides, their brains lined with eyes, and it's just nasty, and like there's all these like fluids and whatnot. I'm like, nah. And when I see Juha, I'm reminded of like those nasty Bloodborne creatures. And by the way, Bloodborne, a fucking amazing game. If you haven't played it, you are missing something special in your life. The fact of the matter is that it reminds me of those Bloodborne creatures. And to me, it is the antithesis of what Juha was before, where he was just pure badass. The man was the definition of badass. But now he's just creepy and it's weird. I'm like, fuck, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that. Hold on. They destroyed the entire upper half? I guess so. Because you have Orihime's barrier right there where the stairs are, and then where he was is obliterated. So yeah, they destroyed the entire upper section of that castle area where Juha was sleeping. I did not get that at all from the previous pages. Yeah, so you don't get it here from when the initial strike happens with the Gran Rey Zero Getsuga Tencho combination. And I'm scrolling down, and I don't get that from any of the following pages at all. Yeah, it's not until this particular page where I realized that the entire upper section was obliterated. Or maybe that's something that was relatively new? Or maybe that happened during the title page segment? Or is Orihime somewhere else? I don't know. I need to go back and reread the chapters because I'm not too sure how they got to this open sky area. But either way, let's move on. There we go. There we go. Ichigo and Juha continue their clash. Ichigo pulling out the Quincy hunting knife. Are we going to see a bow? Oh, baby. Are we going to see more new shit from Ichigo? That would be lovely. Did you really think you were the only one capable of wielding two swords? I did not see that left hand. I thought it was the right hand. Juha dual wielding. Okay. Well, granted though, your swords may have reishi. I mean, his swords are more genuine swords. But either way, Mr. Bleh is now dual wielding Nitoryu. That's a trap right there. Ichigo steps, and a blade of darkness just goes through his foot. When the fuck did Juha set that shit up? When the fuck did he do that? What? I guess because the darkness went like through the ground or something? That's right. You missed that one too. What the fuck? Whoa.
It's a trap!
Whoa. Okay, Ichigo was backing off to some random pillar right here. And then after he backs off to this random pillar, Juha, that's right, you missed that one too. And on the pillar is also another trap. Is there some AoE shit going on now? Like what the? Does he have a trap zone? God damn it. He's got this whole area laced with traps, but when the fuck did he do this? Is there like a block of time that's missing from this fight or something? I'm sure you've been told that my almighty can see the future. So you are trying to say that because you can see the future, you've placed all these traps in places you knew I would step. If that were really true, then this attack should have no business hitting you. And Ichigo was going to rush in there, but Juha blocks. I mean, yeah, Juha does not get hit by the attack at all. And you can see the blood right there where the traps wound Ichigo. But yeah, he didn't get hit. There's no way he can see everything. If he really could see everything, then he wouldn't have had to block with his own sword. He'd have had something laid out to handle my attack in the first place. But he doesn't have to lay out a trap if he knows what you're going to do in the future. He could just simply block it because that is his choice, ultimately speaking. So I see where he's coming from, but at the same time, well, let me just continue reading. There has to be some kind of limit to his ability. I've got to find out what it is. Well, I mean, the guy's a nigh god, so there are limits, but can you actually reach those limits? Then again, he's the MC, so probably. I can see you're searching for it, the blind spot of my ability. Is he reading his fucking mind?
Open your mind!
The future can be changed. If you're capable of growing and maturing during a fight, then the future I saw shifts into a different future. I'm assuming that's your train of thought right now. So he can't read minds. He's making certain deductions based on his mannerisms and also his powers that, again, can see the future. If that's what you truly believe, then just stand right there, Ichigo surprise face, and he gets decimated by what I think are more traps. Like, the man is a trap overlord. He has traps placed everywhere. I mean, granted, what these traps are exactly, I'm not too sure, but he has somehow aligned the inners of the stone or the castle with his darkness, which I think is pretty unfair. The only way that Ichigo could avoid these traps is if he went airborne, but I don't think Ichigo could fly given the location of where they're fighting right now. Ichigo, you've made one fatal miscalculation. The future you see. Oh, are we getting something? Okay, this is what maybe Hashball was gonna say to Uryu about the real power of the Almighty. So I did say in that chapter live reaction or review that we may find out what the true powers of the Almighty are from Yuha himself later on, and I think we're getting that now. The future you see does not wind down on a single road. The future diverges from a single point in time like countless grains of sand scattering in the wind. Now, if you could see them, each and every individual grain of sand would be considered a future, which means there are as many possibilities as there are grains of sand. I'd like to talk on the subject of hope. He's a dude. Okay, so here's the photo that we're seeing of Yuha as he's talking about the grain of sands, which I think I know where he's going with this. And if I'm right about this, he is on some Elder David shit, which is fucking scary. The future can be changed. That is wide-held truth. That is wide-held. That is a wide-held truth. A marvelous truth filled of hope. You will grow and mature during battle. Another splendid sentiment that is also filled with hope. But the truth is, to change the future means nothing more than to jump from one grain of sand to another. And as I watch over them all from up on high, I can see every single last grain of sand. Jeez. Dude, Yuha! Do not abandon your hope, Ichigo. Proceed as you always have. And just as you always have, atop these tumbling grains of sand we call fate and possibility. Keep jumping from one grain to the next blindly. That is the truth behind what you humans call hope. The man, he can see the branching tracks of destiny. All of them, apparently. Which is pretty fucking broken. But at the same time, I can't say it's that concrete. Listen, Yuha is the villain. At some point, this will falter, or at some point, there'll be an incident where this is negated, or there is some lie to what he's saying, or there are some grains that he can't see. There's something that is going to be thwarted on the part of his powers, because he is the villain. And unless Kubo is going to pull some insane shit where the villain wins, I don't think, I don't think that what Yuha is saying is concrete. For example, there may be a particular grain of sand that leads to a certain future that not even Yuha can change. Like Ichigo has an attack so powerful where not even he can overcome it, something like that. I mean, granted, I believe that there are other ways to handle this, but knowing that Mimi Hagi-sama, I keep on saying it, but it's true, knowing that Mimi Hagi-sama was out of his range, he couldn't see the future of Mimi Hagi-sama, I gotta say, there is something beyond the tracks of destiny that he cannot see. Ichigo! Bankai. Bankai! And he already has the horn. Bro, he can do all three. I'm convinced now. If he is doing the Bankai while the Horn of Salvation is up, then the man can probably do a Quincy form as well. Bankai. Let me show this final page. Of course. Bankai. What is gonna happen? I don't know, but I am curious. And keep in mind that he's using his right Zanpakuto, the Irankarer Zanpakuto, the Shinigami one. But what can the hunting knife do? This is what I want to see. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, I am done. I do want to see a Bankai that is different. Maybe not like drastically different than Tensa Zangetsu, but I do want to see a Bankai that is nonetheless different. And what can that Bankai do? Because that should have some new moves as well, shouldn't it? Well, I mean, don't let it be the case where the Shinigami is only Bankai, the Hollow is only Grand Rey Zero, and the Quincy is only like some arrow thing. Don't let it be that case. Allow every part of his power to have a diversity of moves available to him. I want a broad brush of techniques and skills, not just fucking Getsuga. But then again, Grand Rey Zero, that's a huge step in the right direction. And Yuha, he's talking right now, making it seem like there's no way out, you're fucked, you're screwed, but this is a shonen manga. There is always a way out. So that's it, I'm done. Once again, rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace! Have a nice goddamn day.